The number one question I get asked when it comes to full arch dental implant treatment is, how much does it cost? And typically when a patient's asking that, is they're wanting to know, how much am I going to have to write a check for, or how much am I going to have to finance in order to get this treatment done? And it's a great question. It's a fair question. You should ask what this is going to cost. So the problem lies with the assumption. Let me explain. So as I was saying, the question, how much does this cost, is a great question. And it's usually talking about the initial cost. The doctor may say it's $30,000, or maybe it's $25,000. Some areas or in some countries you can get it for $10,000. But what we're not getting at is the lifetime cost. Let's just say we have 3 offices. We have one office that is charging a high initial cost. Let's say they're at $30,000. We have another office that is a medium cost. Let's just say they're around $20,000. And then you have an office that is charging the lowest amount. One might think that the initial cost also goes over to the highest lifetime cost, and the lowest initial cost would come over to the lowest lifetime cost. But actually, it's completely inverse to that. It's flipped. Somebody who's charging the lowest amount, more than likely, they're cutting corners somewhere. They're cutting corners on the surgery, they're cutting corners on the material, whatever they may need, which is going to cause the lifetime cost to go up. The more times that you have to go into an office to have something fixed, the more it's going to cost you financially, actually money, time, taking off work, and just the energy, the mental fatigue of these things breaking over and over again. With that said, you would think that the office that charges the most would have the lowest lifetime cost. This office probably isn't cutting any corners on the surgery. They're probably using the most expensive materials. They're probably using the best labs there are. But wouldn't it be great if we could find somebody that's in the middle, that is charging a fair fee, but also not cutting any corners? They have their own lab. They're using the best products, which is keeping that lifetime cost at the lowest we can for our patient. This is what we need to think about when we're looking at the total cost of full arch dental implant treatment. The lifetime cost over the initial cost. Okay, so when you look at the treatment, you might think this one's doing it for the least upfront cost. But as I explained, it's the lifetime cost that is the most important. So ask yourself, as you're moving through this process, what is the lifetime cost of this treatment with this office?